guiding light, presented by today's Ivory Liquid, with its Young Hands formula that helps hands look young again.
Why didn't you just stick out your hands?
These old-looking hands embarrass me. Darn housework hands look so old.
Hi. Why, I'm Mary Miles, here to introduce today's Ivory Liquid. Helps hands look young again. Kind of like you had a maid. Like me, to do your dishes.
Better than mine?
Only Ivory Liquid detergent has this special formula.
Young Hands formula. Creamy white.
Ivory Mild. Makes longer-lasting suds, too. Proper hand care and Ivory Liquid will make your hands look young again. Come on! We're playing charades!
Your hands.
Now my hands look young again.
Well, come on!
Ivory Liquid helps your hands look young again. Young again.
Well, that's quite a young lady you've got there. She's a beautiful, beautiful baby. And my professional eye tells me that she's a fine, healthy specimen, too.
Yes. Oh, Paul, we know how lucky we are.
Well, for heaven's sakes, don't look so guilty about it. I couldn't be happier for you.
Yes, I know you are, but I just can't help remembering all those months when Robin and I were looking forward to having our babies.
So, Robin and I will have another child of our own someday. And, God willing, a beautiful one, like yours.
Yes, I'm sure you will. I hope you can convince Robin of that.
So I'm doing the best I can.
May I say something, Paul?
Yeah, sure.
I've been meaning to talk to you about this before, but Well, you know that Robin comes over here to see Amy a lot.
You think it isn't good for her?
Well, I think that the sight of Amy makes her brood about her loss even more. I love having her, you know that.
I know exactly what you mean, and I agree with you. Well, she's in this frame of mind. She should stay away from your baby as much as she can.
You've talked to her about this?
Oh, yeah.
How's she and Johnny getting along?
Well, I think her attitude toward Johnny is all part of this deep depression of hers. She used to be so wonderful with him, you know. I think she will be again once she snaps out of this.
How's Johnny reacting to it?
Well, as I told him, she behaves differently towards me, too, right now. Why, did he say something to you?
I wish he had.
What do you mean?
Well, Robin came over today, and she insisted on babysitting for me while I went to see the obstetrician, and when I got back, Johnny was here.
And?
Well, usually he's so cheerful and friendly with me, and this time he's very quiet, almost brooding, and he left so abruptly.
Well, did Robin give any explanation?
No. After he left, I asked her what was wrong, and she said there was nothing wrong.
Hello, Peggy?
Yes? Oh, is that you, John?
Yeah, it's me.
Gee, for a second you talked so low I didn't recognize your voice.
Listen, Peggy, I wonder if I could see you for a while.
Now? Well, it's getting sort of late, isn't it?
Please, Peggy, I've got to see you.
All right, why don't you come out to my house then?
No, I'd rather not. Listen, could you meet me at the drugstore near school?
Is something the matter?
I'll tell you when I see you.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Thanks, Peggy. I'll be waiting.
Grace, this cake's great. What's your recipe? Oh, it's too good to give away. Fine friend you are. Come on. No, it's the secret. Your cake recipe would save my meal. I'm stuck with leftovers tonight. Well, okay. My recipe is Duncan Hines. The mix? You're kidding. It's so moist. Moist as homemade. That's Duncan Hines. Look, the crumbs show how moist. Pick them up on your fork. Hey, they cling together. No dry cake does that. It is moist as homemade. That's why my recipe is Duncan Hines. Here.
Get moist as homemade Duncan Hines cake mix. And now, another adventure in good eating from Duncan Hines. Try Duncan Hines Wild Blueberry Muffin Mix with loads of flavory blueberries. Enough for 16 berries for each delicious muffin. Duncan Hines Wild Blueberry Muffin Mix.
So I had a house call to make in the neighborhood. I dropped by, saw Jane and her baby.
Well, if he'd come a little early, he would have seen me. I babysat for
Yeah, I know. She told me. Matter of fact, I could have found my whole family there, understand. Johnny was there, too. Is he home, by the way?
No, he isn't.
He isn't? Why isn't he usually home by this time? Did he say where he went?
No, I haven't got the slightest idea. He doesn't always keep me in touch with his movements. You know that.
Well, Jane said he left her apartment sort of abruptly. She's a little worried about him. Did he seem sort of upset to you?
I wouldn't know.
It's peculiar.
Paul, he's 18 years old, practically a man. Stop acting like an overprotective parent.
Is that what I'm being? Well, maybe.
Well, what did you think of Amy?
Oh, well, I just saw her asleep this time, but I'd say they have good reason to be very proud parents.
Aren't they lucky?
Honey, we're going to be just as lucky someday.
Yeah. You know, when I've seen a more beautiful baby than Amy, I think I might steal it from Jane. Think she'd mind?
Yeah, I think rather she might mind a little bit. I suggest we wait patiently until another child of our own comes along someday. It's more legal. And it's a lot nicer.
Oh, I meant to tell you that Bruce called before you came in.
Oh? Has he decided to go to New York?
Yes, I think that's what he was calling about. He said he couldn't turn down the job that was that good.
No. Must have been a tough decision for him, though. He and Maid have been here so long.
Yes, I'm going to miss her.
Well, we'll go visit them. Around the corner by jet. Maybe later this summer. Would you like that?
Well, we'll see.
Wonder what Papa Bar will do when they move. Do you think he'll go back to live with Bert and Bill?
Well, I think Maida and Bruce are going to try to get him to go with them.
Oh, no. He could never pull up stakes.
Oh, he has Trudy and Clyde there.
Yeah, that's true.
I think now they're just taking him to New York.
Do you realize what time it is?
No, what about
Well,
it?
it's past dinner time. It's almost 7.
Well, I have dinner already. We can have supper whenever you like.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Johnny. Where is he?
I don't know.
I'd like
I told you that.
Stay away so long without telling us. He didn't say anything to you about where he was going?
No. Paul, he's a big boy. He can take care of himself. Don't worry
Well,
about
honey,
him.
I'm sorry, but I am worried. It's 7 o'clock by now, and he hasn't sent us word. He's never done this before. I mean, never.